Good morning, children of grace. Did you know that it is still Easter season at church? I know we had Easter eggs like a few weeks ago, but it is still Easter at church. That means we are still celebrating that Jesus is alive and all the things that Jesus gives us. So today we are going to talk about love. Well, last week, Mrs. Clayton helped us remember that Jesus gives us love. And today we're going to talk about how Jesus asks us to love others too. So Jesus gives us love and then asks us to love other people with that same love. So to remember that story, we've got to back up to before Easter and go back to the time where Jesus was with his friends eating his last meal before he died on the cross. All right, I think you all know this story. It was the last night of Jesus' life before he was arrested and before he died on the cross. And he was eating with his disciples, and what did they eat? Bread and juice. I think they had grape juice, but I like mango juice, so that's what we're having today. Anyway, there's more. That's the part of the story we always tell, but something else happened that night too. And that is that Jesus gave them a new commandment. He said, "A new commandment I give you, that you love one another just as I have loved you." That's pretty important. I'm going to say it one more time. Maybe you can try and say it with me. Jesus told his friends, "A new commandment I give you, that you love one another just as I have loved you." It must have been pretty important because that was one of the last things he said to them on the last night he had with them. I think I would be talking about pretty important things if I knew it was the last chance I had to talk to someone. The same love that Jesus gives us, Jesus wants us to share with one another and to share with the world. Well, I was thinking of a great way that we can do what Jesus says today and show love to one another. Because today is Mother's Day, and so it's a day when we celebrate our mothers and our grandmothers and our stepmothers and our godmothers and all the people who take care of us. And you might have already thought of a way to show them love today, to say thank you to them. You could give them a pretty flower or some other little gift. You could color a picture or draw a picture for them. Or you could write them a note to say thank you. Those are all wonderful ways to show our love for our mothers. There are also people who maybe aren't getting as many cards and pictures and flowers today. Maybe their kids aren't around, or maybe they don't have kids, or maybe their moms aren't around, and so they're feeling a little bit more lonely today. And so another way we can show love is not just to thank our mother, but also to think of one other person today who might not be getting as much love and thank yous, or just someone else that we appreciate. A teacher, an aunt, a friend, a neighbor who might like to feel a little love from us today too. And you could do an extra picture or an extra thank you note or an extra flower for that person too. I think that would be a wonderful way to remember what Jesus said and to love one another. So I hope you all have a wonderful day today, and remember Jesus' words. "A new commandment I give you, that you love one another just as I have loved you." That means we show love to one another and we go above and beyond. Because Jesus didn't just love us a little bit. Jesus loves us so much. Jesus is alive and still loves us, and we can share that love with everyone in our lives. Be blessed.